Ladies and gents, this is a review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 16, Turning Over a New Peach. So the episode starts off with Mama Joyce, Todd, and Candy, along with Dr. Jackie, because Candy's going to see Dr. Jackie, that's her official doctor, and just to see the progress of the baby Ace, and everything's going well, and Candy... It's just like, you know, it's great, but still kind of weird that Mama Joyce and Todd are so cool all of a sudden. But I'll take it. I'll take it. So Kim is speaking with her manager and about new director opportunities. Kim's like, you know what? I want you to see, of course, the the commercial I did with Cynthia in Jamaica. That was great. And along with that, I also want you to see... and then the director was like, okay, so what about Kenya? She was like, you know, I actually like the project. It's just that I don't like the person. And so he was like, well, you know, in this industry, you have to work with people you don't like all the time. She said, I fully agree and understand that. But when someone is disrespectful, then I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. And he was like, you know what? I absolutely honestly agree. I absolutely honestly agree with you that disrespect, once there's no respect there, then that's a different story. So she was like, alright, great. What opportunities are lined up? Well, you have this and that. Oh, great. Oh, see, you know, I'm getting back to business. You know, real business. Not whatever Kenya does over there. And so I'm like, alright, Kim. I appreciate it. Kim's honest. See, Kim isn't a shady person. She's just honest. So if that comes off as shady, it comes off as shady. Whatever. So you have Phaedra talking to her lawyer slash friend, you know, the white lady, who is helping her with her divorce case. And so essentially the divorce is pending right now because Todd has to sign, Apollo has to sign off on it, and that's the only thing. If Apollo contests it, then they have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what they're going to do with the next steps. And so then she's also trying to figure out, alright, am I actually going to go to see him? Because she hears news that he was moved to a new prison. This one is a lot more kid-friendly. It's one in New Jersey. I think, what, Fort Myers or Fort Dix? And so that's why I was like, yeah, you can definitely take the kids. So... now Phaedra's trying to contemplate, dang, I really gotta take these children. That's why I took it as, damn, I really have to take these children. So, alright, let me figure this out. Don't rush me. So Kenya is back to work with, of course, her guy, Matt. And she's trying to figure out, the house is actually coming along. I see the vision. I definitely see the vision. It's just that the progress isn't matching up with how Kenya's saying it'll match up. I understand once you have the infrastructure and the wiring and all that down and the roof, then you can really quickly build up everything else. But the faster you do it, the more it costs. We all know that. So that's why I'm like, alright, Kenya, we'll figure this out together. So Aunt Lori's there, and Aunt Lori's just trying to figure out this Matt situation. Again, Kenya's trying to talk up the house as if everything's ready and almost done. Aunt Lori's like, alright, baby. I believe you. I believe it when I see it. So Aunt Lori's just kind of going through Kenya's past, to where she is now as far as relationships and men. And so it's like, you know, Matt, he seems like a good guy, but, you know, he's younger. Are you two on the same page? What's really going on? Is this just for fun, or is this definitely a full-on relationship? And, you know, at first, we were all thinking that, but Matt definitely seems interested in Kenya as far as potentially wanting to put a ring on it. So, shout out to Kenya for that. I also hear that she may be pregnant right now and just trying to, you know, hide it for a moment until, like, everything comes out as far as the show and whatever else. So, we'll see about that. So, Portia is talking with her sister. And allergies. Sorry about that. And she's just trying to figure out her swimsuit line. What's going on with her swimsuit line. And why is it, how is she going to pull off this photo shoot? Because you have to think about it. Her sister helps her with everything. So, with her going on maternity leave soon, now she's going to have to figure out how she's going to do things. She's probably just going to get another assistant, but what about one that you can actually trust? How about that? But it was funny because when they were talking with, I guess, someone else who was assisting her, she was trying to, I forgot what terminology she was trying to use, but she was having a Portia moment. That's how we'll say it. She was having a Portia moment, and Portia, I thought it was just Portia, but her sister was having a Portia moment too. I'll just leave it at that. Alright, so we have Kim and Cynthia. They're going over the commercial, and the commercial turned out well. It was cool enough. I didn't really go in with expectations, so it was really cool. Interesting. The product seemed fine. I kind of wish they incorporated some of the other stuff they had in there, but again, the longer the commercial, the more it costs, so they probably have a couple of versions. So I'll say that wasn't my favorite version of it. So we have Candy and Phaedra, and it's just so weird because, you know, they just recently reconnected as far as the show's concerned. So when you're watching them kind of interact, and then Candy's pregnant and she's uncomfortable because the baby's ready to come out soon, but Phaedra is filling Candy in. It's like, guess who popped up? Nene popped up, and her and Sheree are cool. What? Because remember, they're not, Candy, none of them are the originals. Only Nene's the original as far as his show's concerned. But Candy has been on the show the longest, aside from Nene, as far as the current cast is concerned. So it was like, wait a minute. How did that happen? And so they also talked about how Cynthia flip-flopped with Kenya because when they were all together, Cynthia and Kenya were ace full coombs. But as soon as Nene came back, it was like, oh yeah, we're really not close like that. Now Cynthia didn't call Kenya her best friend. Kenya called Cynthia her best friend. So clearly there is a disparity from the start. Afterwards, we have, what's her name? Portia doing her swimwear line shoot or lingerie shoot with Cynthia. She invites Cynthia, and so because of Portia not having her sister there to assist, they lose the light. And so she had to go and figure it out. So it's like, okay, it's set. We're gonna shoot inside the house, and you're gonna walk down the hallway with roses, and you're gonna drop the rose. I'm like, okay, Portia. See, that's why I'm like, you cannot judge a book by its cover, because I don't, but a lot of people clown Portia to no end. Absolutely clown her to no end. But I'm like, there's a business savvy person there. There absolutely is. And she proved it in this episode to me. She proved it. Phaedra is on her way to see Apollo because she has to come from Atlanta to New Jersey. And Phaedra's just talking with her mom, and she's of course thankful her mom is there to guide her and be there for her throughout the whole time and situation. Now here's the thing. Phaedra is just still concerned about how things are going to go because, again, this is still a new prison, so she has no idea what could possibly happen as far as like how the kids will receive it, how Apollo will react. She's very nervous about that, but she's there. And again, because it's also, as I live in the East Coast, so I know exactly what they're talking about with the snow and all of that. Yeah, it's 100% possible that if it snows, they will cancel the trip. So then what? What would they do at that point? What would she tell her sons? And so, after that, Phaedra is just going through memory lane, and they're showing clips of Apollo, and, well, what he was kind of dealing with at the end, and how he was acting at the end. And it was just like, it was cute. It's cute because Dylan's already talking, and I'm like, damn, how big is Dylan? Wasn't he just like 2 or something? Dylan is grown already. Dylan is grown. So Phaedra is doing an amazing job with those kids, because those kids are bright, they're quick. Of course, because this is prison, this is fun and games, Phaedra couldn't take the cameras in with her, so they didn't get to have any shots of that. But coming out of it, everyone seems happy, even her mom. So, and Apollo apparently has a mohawk now, so that's interesting. Aiden was happy. Phaedra's like, this was good this time, but what about next time? So, I definitely agree with her. But she was like, Apollo is still Apollo. He's just at a different location. I'm like, okay. Wow, what is said doesn't need to, still doesn't need to be said. Alright, so that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Sorry for the allergies and sounding super congested towards the end. Come back next week.